interrupting my lunch?
Ah,
Okay, is this the Bettis case?
yes, it is.
All right, this calls 2023-1624 in the interest of Mateo Arano. Please raise your right hand to be sworn. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I swear.
All right, ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the child.
My name is Andrea Arano, and I am the mom of Mateo.
All right, and for the state,
Marcella Turner.
court will note that Jorge Enrique Perez is the non-custodial father. He's not present. He was served on October 2nd, 2020. At 2:38 p.m. As he's not filed an answer.
He has not, Your Honor. However, he did check in today, but left without being seen.
All right. Okay, he was. He also signed the DNA order setting hearing for today. Appeared earlier. And he left of his own volition. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. We'll have a default hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, the state would ask the court to take judicial notice of the DNA testing report. I believe it should be filed
All
with.
right. The court will note that the DNA test report would indicate that the alleged father, Jorge Perez Ortega, is not excluded as the biological father of the tested child, Mateo Arano, who is the subject of this suit. Okay.
At this time, the state would like to call Ms. Arano. Ms. Arano, are you asking this court to establish the parent-child relationship between Mr. Perez and your son, Mateo?
Yes.
And are you asking this court to appoint you and Mr. Perez as joint managing conservators of this child?
Yes.
Are you also asking this court to designate you as the conservator who determines the child's primary residence within Harris or any contiguous county?
Yes.
To your knowledge, is Mr. Perez currently employed?
Yes.
You believe him to be employed?
Yes. Yes.
And do you have any knowledge as to what his income may be?
Not at all.
Do you know where Mr. Perez works?
He works for construction. I just don't know.
Do you know the name of the company?
No, he doesn't share that type of information with me.
And how do you know he's employed?
Because he comes, whenever he comes visits the baby, he's like, I just got off work, and he does tell me he worked for construction, but he didn't tell me like specifically with who, what company, anything like that.
Okay. To your knowledge, does Mr. Perez have any other children than your child?
No.
And how old is the child?
He is 2.
And as of right now, are there any concerns that you may have in regards to the child having overnight visitation at this time?
Well, no, because he's not staying with his dad or anything like that overnight.
Okay. So are you asking this court to enter a modified possession and access schedule for a period of time? I'm sorry, are you asking this court to enter a modified possession and access schedule to take place for 4 hours every first, third, and fifth Saturday of each month, and for that visitation to be supervised?
Yes, I am.
And why is that?
Because my son doesn't like his dad. Every time his dad comes to visit, my son runs towards me or his grandma for comfort, as if his dad has done something to him in the past.
And do you have any actual knowledge as to what dad, this allegation or this belief that dad has done something to the child? Or is this just
Um,
a,
well, he does tell me that sometimes he does scream at the baby, but that's about it.
okay, so you have no other legitimate reason for asking for visitation to remain supervised all the way until this child turns age 18? Is that your testimony?
Mm-hmm.
So simply because the child runs to you when he's
Well, yeah, like if anything, because his dad also comes in and out of his life a lot, so and nothing guarantees me that he's gonna be there whenever he has his visitation days or anything like that.
okay. And are you asking, what, I'm sorry, what, is there private medical or dental insurance available for this child?
Is there what, ma'am?
Is there private medical or dental insurance available for the child?
He has Medicaid.
And are you asking this court to order cash medical support in the amount of $57 to begin May 1st of 2021?
Yes.
And are you also asking this court to order child support in the amount of $216 beginning May 1st of 2021?
Yes, I am.
You understand that the minimum wage presumption was used to determine the child support amount because there were no findings or there was no information regarding to the actual income of the
Yes,
non.
ma'am.
And have you and Mr. Perez lived together since the child's birth?
No, we haven't at all.
And has Mr.
And
Perez,
what is your age, ma'am,
I
Mr.
am.
Rana? What is it?
I'm 19.
18? Okay,
19.
19. All right.
and during the, since the child's birth, has Mr. Perez been incarcerated to your knowledge?
No, not that I know of.
And has Mr. Perez provided financial support for the child since the child's birth?
1 year he didn't, and then whenever Mateo turned a year old, um, he started providing. Maybe like 2 months after that.
And how much did he provide since,
He provides.
if you had to estimate?
He tries to provide like 100 every week. So I'm guessing like 400 a month.
And is your testimony that that has been taking place since the child turned 1 year of age?
Yes, ma'am.
And so outside of that year, I'm sorry, the year prior to him providing support, are you requesting retroactive child support for that year?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking this court to enter a retroactive child support judgment in the amount of $2,724 as of April 13th, and to order that the payout on that judgment be $75 each month beginning May 1st of 2021?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are not seeking retroactive medical or dental support, is that also correct?
Correct.
And do you believe this order to be in the best interest of your child?
Yes.
And are you asking this court to approve this default order?
Yes, I am.
No further questions for this witness. I'll pass the witness.
All right, Ms. Turner, I didn't quite understand what the possession and access order would be, besides modified for a period of time, but
To my knowledge, the custodial parent has indicated that she wanted possession and access supervised all the way until this child turns 18. However, the state is not opposed to the court making an order, in the of that order that she's requesting based off of her testimony as to her not having any legitimate reason as to why this child should, or Mr. Perez should be under supervised visitation until the age of 18.
no, I will not approve that. I'll approve that there be supervised visitation until the child turns 3.
Thank you, Your Honor. The court, I mean, sorry, the state will submit the order with that amendment.
All right, you're going to submit the order for signature today?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, then the court will approve the order. Thank you.
Thank you. May we be
All right.
excused?